Hello, thank you again for watching my channel. So today will be the last day in which I actually eat. I'm planning to start the water fast tomorrow, so hopefully it goes as great as I expected. There are some last things in which I wanted to eat before I actually started and drink. I'm a huge fan of 7-Up, so I got me 2 bottles of 7-Up. I do like a little yogurt, so I got me some of that. And I also got me some ice cream, pretty good ice cream. As you know, or maybe don't know, I'm currently in Vietnam, so escaping the temptations of eating will be a little difficult for me. I'm going to try to do a 30-day water fast, but we'll see where it goes from there. Prior to today, I've tried to do it, and the most in which I've been able to do is 2 days, and it's been pretty hard, pretty difficult for me to resist temptations. But maybe with this accountability piece, which is YouTube, maybe somehow I'll be able to keep the commitment. The last time I weighed in, I was 198. So I probably would say I'm +3 -1. So either at 201 or at 195. Either one have not been the best as I've been vacationing. A little update on me is I spent 3 months inside of Thailand as a digital nomad. And then now then I left and I went to Vietnam. Now I am in my second month, the beginning of my second month inside of Vietnam. I'm hoping that everything goes great. When I bring the updates, I won't be bringing the scales like normal people because how I view it, it's much more of a feeling or a physical thing which I'm really looking for. It's not really the number because I've experienced a number. I know what it feels like to be at 185. I know what it feels like to be 180, but I also know what it feels like to feel healthy and to feel proud of the body in which you're in. So that's what I'm aiming for, is the feeling and not necessarily the number. Do I want the number to come? Yes. Along with it? Yes, the number will come along with it. And so how do you know with the weight thing? If you've ever had like a stomach that kind of like, I probably will insert a picture, much similar to a beer belly, but not really one. It's in the beginning stage of a beer belly. If you've ever had one of those, you would understand. But once that's gone, that is when that's when you're like, hey, yeah, something's been happening. For some people, it's like, oh, I lost 2 pounds today, or oh, I lost three pounds today. For me, whenever I've done that, the number has never had an effect on me because I'm like, oh, why couldn't it be 4? Or why today is it 3 and yesterday it was 2? So just to get out of that number game and get into that mental game, I'm not going to record the numbers. I've already taken before and after pictures. Maybe I'll upload them one day when I'm able to see my results. And I expect every day to give a clock in. I do plan to maybe add a tea bag to, some of the waters, just for the taste and just for the different, because anytime you eat, even when you're eating regular food, you like for things to be different. Every day I eat bibimbap. It's my favorite thing to eat, Korean bibimbap. But there are days in which I diverge from it. There are days in which I'm like, not today. Or there's days in which I'm like, well, I will have that, but I'm going to also have something else later that's completely different from it. I've done a lot of intermittent fasting. I hope I said that completely right. Where you fast throughout the day, but you only get one meal. I've done that. I've experienced and felt the difference. But I do feel as if my meal in which I eat, which is bibimbap, even though it's healthy, it's one of the most healthiest foods in the Korean menu. I still feel a little guilty because everything is healthy depending on the person who makes it. Like, I can make some healthy sweet potatoes, but I can also make some unhealthy sweet potatoes. I can make some healthy pizza, but I can also make some unhealthy pizza. I can make you a healthy burger, so on, so on, so on, so on. Sometimes individuals they add things to it, you know. So I've eaten probably 10 different bibimbaps, and all of them are completely different. All of them have different things. I had one which they added cheese to, and I'm like, ah, this tastes like this has to be cheese. It tasted very good, but that cheese kind of took away from the value of the meal. And some of them, they add a lot of meat. Some only add a little meat, you know. So it all completely depends on the cook. So hopefully this will be great. I do expect to be traveling a lot this year. So my intention is that when, you know, when I'm in Vietnam or when I'm in the Philippines or when I'm in a foreign country, I am completely, you know, and I go to a beach, I'm completely like, I'm okay with like, let's take it off, let's take it off. Or, you know, when I'm eating, I'm not thinking about the gaining weight aspect. To be very honest, I eat healthy, and that might like shock you. It's like, oh, how do you have problems with, for an example, weight or whatever it is if you eat healthy? Well, the reality is that I eat that through, you know, working inside of restaurants, I gained about 30 pounds. Okay, I gained about 30 pounds, and after that, through like stress of, you know, working and going to school at the same time, I gained about 20 pounds. So I'm up 50 pounds. But my eating habits, they sustain it. It just keeps it at the same number. Like I'm not like shooting up. I'm not like, oh, a month ago I was 10 pounds lighter. No, no, no. It's like, damn, I'm the same size as I was a month ago, and nothing is changing. And then also, you know, you have those nights in which you have fun, whether that's in whether that's in Vietnam or whether that's inside of Thailand, in which I've drank a lot. So that's contributed a lot. So I was exercising and doing all these great things, and then tonight I gotta go drink. And so when you go out to drink, you know, you all of that stuff is unhealthy, and a lot of it is just completely filled with fat. If you look at most alcohol, you know, for an example, you can have whiskey or some sort of alcohol that, you know, probably 400 calories. Let's just do that, 400 calories. And so you're thinking, oh yeah, I can just go and I can just go burn 400 calories. It's completely great. But what we have to understand about calories is that calories, they have a distribution. Every calorie is distributed, whether that's as a vitamin, whether that is as a fat, whether that is sugar. No matter what it is, it's all distributed. And when looking at alcohol, what you begin to realize is that, okay, it's mostly fat, and it takes a very, very long time to burn fat. So hopefully this journey is great, and I hope to keep you guys updated on my journey, and I hope that you are actually here. I'll probably bring more videos talking about, you know, my experience maybe as a traveler, as an American, and abroad, because it's a very great experience, and I believe that everyone should actually do it. If you want me to talk about in my experience of being even black abroad, I think that's a very great topic. If you want to just being simply an American abroad, because I really do feel American abroad. I really don't feel the black thing, because I do have a privilege outside the United States, and I believe that every American has that same privilege. So I really don't feel the blackness, but it does come up. So just stay tuned. I'll be shooting more videos, and peace. Goodbye.